Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Adele. I make 2 videos a week and I hope that you enjoy this one and that you stick around and you come back. And if you are a returning viewer or subscriber and you've come back, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you guys as well for entering my giveaway this week because it was amazing. I obviously thought people would enter, but just the comments that you left were really beautiful, and I've been having a really hard week, if I'm honest. So reading some of those literally brought me so much happiness, so thank you. On that, obviously, if you've been following me, you would see that my family is just going through a little bit of a difficult patch at the moment. My pappou, who is my grandfather, is very unwell, and I talk about it a lot in the vlog, so I don't want to kind of bring that into this video. But I put a vote to you guys to say that I was going to do the mental health therapy kind of vibey chat, but I just couldn't be in that heavy energy for this video, and so I put a vote out and you guys voted for this one, so thank you. And you asked me lots of questions, so many. So the video is a get to know me sushi mukbang. And now guys, I did get Sushi Hub. Let me show you what we've got. We've got a selection. We have the veggie tempura, we have a crab stick, never had that before. We've got 2 fried prawns, 2 scallops, grilled scallops, which I'm excited about. So let's get right into it. I think to start, I'll probably give you a little bit of a quick intro. My name's Adele. My middle name is actually Maree. That's not made up, that's legitimate. And I have always just had that handle and it's always stuck. I am 29. I turned 29 in March, which means I'm an Aries. Yes, I am. And I have a younger sister. I'm the oldest sister. I do currently live at home with my entire family. And so you may have seen them on social media as well. I do love them. All right, I think what we might do is start with the scallop because... oh no, it's freaking stuck to the bottom. Okay, maybe I start with the veggie tempura. Oh, I've lost some rice. So good. Let's get into it. What's your comfort TV show? I don't have comfort TV shows, I have comfort movies, and I always watch the same movies over and over. My ultimate comfort one is probably Coyote Ugly. If I'm watching that, just know I'm just needing some emotional support. I love that movie so much. I also will love any kind of like cute cartoons. Finding Nemo, Up, oh, what's that other movie? What's that other movie called? It's called Inside Out. How could I forget that? I'm having a mind blank. But yeah, I don't really gravitate towards shows for comfort. I gravitate towards movies. There are some really good questions in here. Next question. How was your school life? I was what most people would call a nerd. I loved to do my homework. I loved to have it done early. Sometimes I would do my homework in lunch times, like go into a classroom and do my work. There was one subject that I did in year 11 and year 12 which was called textiles, and that was like clothes making and fashion design and like fabrics, and on my lunch break I would go in and like do that because I really enjoyed it, but I was a little bit of a nerd. I had the same best friend through most of high school until she dropped out in year 10 or 11. And then after that, I just hung around with my boyfriend at the time. I had a boyfriend all through high school as well. Shout out to him. He was like my first, he was my first real like high school young crush. I have good memories of him. Anyway, ended up just like spending a lot of time with him and then spending a lot of time with his friends. But yeah, I didn't necessarily enjoy school, and I think... I don't know, it wasn't, you know how some people are like, oh, I love school so much, like I would go back if I could. No, I was always like, I can't wait to grow up. I can't wait to be an adult and like get out of here. Oh no, I've lost the scallop. The rice is sticking to the tray. Anyway, let's bite into this. What was your dream job when you were a kid growing up? I used to love mermaids. I was obsessed with mermaids. And so I wanted to be an underwater photographer. You know, when people are like, what did you want to do growing up? And are you doing that now? I'm not doing that now. I don't think I'd want to be an underwater photographer now, but I was just obsessed with mermaids, and I thought that was like the closest thing for me to be a mermaid. Yeah. How long have you had Franklin for? I've had Franklin for 4 years, guys. I got him in June 2018. Best decision I ever made. I got him when I was living alone in Sydney and I was very lonely. Thinking about it now, I probably should have gone to therapy rather than getting a dog. I fully see that. However, I don't regret it. I love that dog so much. Did you do any sports as a kid? I tried so hard, but I sucked at it. I tried dancing. I tried swimming. I tried netball. And I think my parents wanted to like give me those opportunities, and so they would put me in swimming, they would put me in dancing, they would put me in all these sports, and I just sucked. And then in PE, you know how they would like make you pick teams for certain activities? I would always get picked last. Okay, I'm trying the crab stick, which I've never tried before. So let me try and pick this up because the rice is sticking to the cardboard. I'm really struggling. Oh, I got it. Okay. No. All right, let's try this. Oh, I don't like that one. How old were you when you got Franklin? I was 25. I just turned 25 in March. I got him in June. Favorite perfume? Oh, I love this question. I wear two. I wear Cloud by Ari when I work from home. If I go out for meetings or if I go out for like dinner or for an event, I will wear the Baccarat Rouge from Maison. Can't say the last name. It's a hard word to say. It's from Mecca and it is expensive, which is why I save it for like, oh, actually, no, I don't save it. I like Cloud Ari because I feel like that's beautiful as well, but I just feel like that's more of an everyday vibe, whereas the other one does feel a little bit more for, I guess, extra occasions. Guys, I don't know if I can eat that. I don't think I'm going to eat that. Wow, something on the mukbang that I don't like. What does love mean to you? Love means to me, this is a good question, acceptance. It also means commitment, and it means willingness. And I say that because love is not just romantic, love is friendship, but it's like accepting people for who they are, right? It is willingness to like do better in your relationships. It's willingness for the people around you to do better for their relationship with you. Love, I think love is just more than being unconditional. I think there are other elements to it. What is your favorite food? Where do I start? Macca's, poker, sushi. I can't pick. Oh, and I did go through a KFC phase once. I can't pick my favorite food. Actually, no, I can. It's Macca's. If I was on death row, it would be Macca's. Would you get a sibling for Franklin? No. Guys, having a dog is hard work. Having a dog, no one talks about it. I feel like no one talked about it when I got a dog. Now I do kind of see those videos because we have TikTok and things like that. But back then, it wasn't that long ago, it was 4 years ago. No one said to me, Adele, a puppy is hard work. Think about this. And I mean, he was hard work and I don't regret it, but I just I could not see myself doing that. He's such a good boy as well. Imagine I got a puppy and then the puppy made Franklin naughty. I'd be upset. I just dropped that on myself. No! Oops. What's your nationality? I'm half Greek, half Italian. However, I was born in Australia and so were my mum and dad. So I always say that I'm Australian, and I'm very, very grateful because both sides of my grandparents, my nonna and nonno and my pappou, both came here when they were teenagers, like in the early 20s, to like start a life in Australia. They left their countries to come here and they had literally nothing but the clothes on their back, and they started a life here and had my parents, and then that's how I got here. And so I'm forever grateful for what they did and the sacrifices that they made back then, many years ago. They're amazing, my grandparents. Would you ever consider moving back to Sydney? Maybe. I'm not opposed to living anywhere. I'm not attached to a physical place. I mean, Melbourne will always be home because my family's here. However, I feel like depending on the circumstances, I could move wherever and still like make myself happy and still have it be a vibe. That's the other scallop. Do you have a university degree? I do. I went to La Trobe University in Melbourne. I studied business and marketing. What is your biggest regret in life? I don't have any. Honestly, I've made very bad decisions. I have made mistakes. I have mixed with the wrong people, but at the same time, I've made very good decisions. I've made amazing memories. I have experienced beautiful things in life with beautiful people, and who I am now is like a culmination of all of those things. So if I'm to sit here and say, oh, I regret that, I feel like that would be like regretting who I am right now, and I like who I am right now. So I really don't have any regrets. I will say there are lessons in life, and you can always learn, and I do have lessons that I've learned and lessons that have helped shape me into who I am. How many tattoos do you have, and do they have any meanings? I do have a tattoo tour on my YouTube, so go watch that. But I have 6. None of them really have a deep meaning. One of them does. However, I'm getting 3 more next month, and I'll take you guys along with me, but I'm so excited because one of those tattoos is for Franklin. Yes, I'm getting a tattoo for my dog. Newish follower here. Hello, thank you for being here. Where did you grow up? I grew up my whole life in Melbourne. I was born here, grew up here, and then I did move to Sydney when I was 24 years old, and I moved back to Melbourne last year when I was 28. I moved to Sydney for work. I'm going in, having the crunchy prawn, crumbed prawn. I should have got 3 of them. Favorite holiday destination? Let me show you. Wait. So I went to Europe in 2014 or 2015, and I went to Turkey. I went to this place called Cappadocia. I hope I'm saying that okay. And I did hot air ballooning at like 3 a.m. I'm scrolling on my phone to show you photos, because look at this. Can you see that? And guys, it was just phenomenal. Phenomenal. So that was my favorite. I'm going to say that was my favorite holiday destination. I would even go back. I would love to go back because I did that by myself, right? So I would love to go back one day. I don't know, maybe with a partner, maybe even with my parents to like show them something so beautiful. This is just rice. Would you say you're an introvert or extrovert? It's funny because I think you guys would think I'm an extrovert because of how open I am and because like I would film myself in public or vlog in public, but at my core, I'm an introvert. I love spending time alone. I love staying home. I love not being in big crowds, and I don't know if COVID had something to do with that, but I do get like very mild like social anxiety if there's a lot of people, where if I like go to like an event or a shopping center that's like really crowded and really busy, I do get a little bit overwhelmed. I can only handle it in like small doses. But yeah, I'm going to say I'm an introvert. What were your VCE subjects? Oh, textiles, legal studies, health and human development, English, and I think there was 5. What's the other one that I did? I can't remember the other one. That was a long time ago, guys. That was over 10 years ago. I will say I was really bad at maths, and so I dropped that in year 10, and I didn't continue it because your girl just doesn't get numbers. Even now, give me a calculator. I'm not manually calculating things. What's your favorite memory with each? Mum, dad, and sister? Oh, I'm going to say my favorite memory was one of the holidays that we went on when we were younger. We went to Hamilton Island. It's in Queensland. And it's just one of those family holidays that I don't think I'll ever forget. And it's probably one of like the most fun times I think we all had. I think my sister and I were maybe about 11 and 10 because my sister and I are only a year and a half apart. And it was just mum and dad were having fun, Carla and I were having fun, and back then we had like those old school cameras where you would go and get your film developed, and one night my sister had stolen the camera off my mum, and my mum and dad were like at the end of the pier, and my sister was taking photos, and then my mum was like yelling at her because she was like wasting the film, and my mum was coming closer with in every photo being like, give me the camera, and Carla kept taking photos, and it was just so funny. And we have those photos still in a photo album, and that was just like a really nice childhood memory. Why does that make me want to cry? What the hell? Oh, how did you get into powerlifting? Yes, so some of you may have seen on my Instagram that I had a little bit of a powerlifting era. I got into powerlifting because of the gym I trained at. The gym I trained at was like a strength and conditioning gym at the time, and I went to a powerlifting competition, and I said at the time to my personal trainer, I want to do that. Do you reckon I could do that? And he's like, yeah, absolutely. And so I literally did powerlifting from like 23 till about, I'm going to say I stopped it after we went into lockdown, till about like 27 and a half-ish. I still weight train, and I still train in a very like powerlifter kind of stylish way, if that makes sense, but I don't think I would compete again. It is a lot of stress on your body, and I'm getting older. It doesn't entice me anymore. Are your lips real? Guys, I've spoken about my lips so many times. No, I had them done in literally 2019. I think that's the last time that I had them done, which is a long time ago, and lip filler can literally last so long. I did post a video about like Botox and filler, and I answered some questions, so go watch that one if you are interested in that. Oh, biggest pet peeve. People that don't keep their word. When you tell me you're going to do something and then you don't do that, immediate no. People who don't pick up their dog's poop. When I'm walking Franklin and I see other dog poo, and I'm like, come on, how hard is it? You have a dog but you can't pick up your dog's poo. And then I'm going to say slow walkers. Because I walk really fast. I walk so fast. My dad even tells me off I lost the rice. Sometimes he's like, you're always in a hurry. Why are you walking so fast? I don't know. I just do. Everyone else walks slow. What are some of the things on your bucket list? So, skydiving was on there. But I went skydiving when I went to Switzerland, and that was one of the best experiences. A lot of travel is on my bucket list, to be honest. And getting a dog was on my bucket list. So Franklin ticked off one of those. How am I holding the chopsticks as well? Come on. My camera is literally giving me the temperature warning. Why does it always do this? I'm in the car because my mum's working from home and I'm on my lunch break. And I thought it would be better, but it's not. It's so annoying. There is a question in here about drugs. It says, have you ever done drugs? Sorry if that's too private to ask. And then the same person asked, is there anything you would have liked to do in your 20s that you didn't get a chance to? Now, I wasn't going to answer it, but I will answer it because I think there are people that might watch this that knew me in my party girl era. I definitely experimented. There are certain things that I didn't try. There are certain things that I did try. I don't want to like list it on this or put that onto the internet, but what I would say is I was very influenced by the people that I hung around, and that saying, you are like the company you keep, is so true. You become like the people that you spend time with. And I was very lucky that for me, my experience was kind of short-lived and it was just like a bit of like dabbling. But I saw my friends get addicted to drugs. I saw my friends destroy their lives with certain drugs. And so what I want to say to that is be very careful. I'm not going to tell you not to do something because I think that almost makes people want to do it more. But what I want to say is make sure that you're safe. Make sure that the people you're doing it with are safe. Make sure that there are plans to look after each other. Make sure that if you are going to do something like that, the environment is safe. Like, I can't stress that to you enough. I cannot stress that to you enough. I might cut this out. I don't know if I'm going to put it in this video. I didn't think a question like that would get asked, but I'm 29 and I understand what it's like to be in your early 20s and partying and having fun. Like, I get it. I would say now I am sober. I don't usually drink. I don't partake in drug use, and I'm much happier now. I will also say there's a part of me that wonders if I have the mental health issues I have now because of the things that I did in my early 20s, but I would say that I'm also aware and know that that version of me was also escaping something. And that's the thing, right? So soothing by taking recreational drugs or by drinking or by scrolling on the internet or by, watching a lot of TV or playing video games, they're all the same energy, even though the things are different. It's usually because we're trying to fill a void or we're trying to numb something within ourselves. So what I would say is make sure that you're in the right headspace, and please be careful. Please be careful. I don't know if I'm going to keep that in this video. As for, is there anything I would have liked to do in my 20s that I didn't get the chance? No. I lived interstate. I traveled. I partied. I fell in love. It didn't last. That's okay. I got a dog. I feel like I've done my 20s justice. I never know if I should eat the tail or not. I'm gonna eat the tail. It was okay. Favorite rom-com movie and why? How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. That's probably on my list as well of movies that I like to watch when I need some comfort. Something that I would say to my 21-year-old self. I would tell her my camera had a meltdown. It literally just turned off. So I finished my sushi and now I'm home. I'm going to answer a couple more questions when I get inside. So let's quickly do that before I have to go back to work. Something I would say to my 21-year-old self, or even just my younger self, I would tell her, stop worrying if everyone likes you and start worrying about if you like you. Firstly, because for a long time I think I really battled with accepting like who I was, and I often would like change who I was to make other people happy, which caused me more harm in the long run. And then secondly, I would say don't worry because everything will always work out. And now I do have a very strong like core belief that everything will always work out. Some people might think I'm a little bit I don't know, off with the fairies because of that, but I just trust that like everything's going to be okay. And you know what, maybe that's a bit insane, but it does get me through really hard times. What other names or options did you have in mind for Franklin? He was going to be called Frankfurt, and then at the last minute I called him Franklin, and now I think that's the perfect name for him. Don't you agree? I think it is. There are also so many nice questions in here. Not questions, they're not even questions, they're just comments saying that you guys love me or adore me or you love my videos, and I always want to say thank you when I see them because I see them and I appreciate them. What movie do you know all the lines to off by heart? The Titanic. I used to watch the Titanic every day. It was on like a video, and I literally would come home from school, put the video on and watch it until we ate dinner, and my mum had to hide the video from me because that's how obsessed I was. I just had a big crush on Jack. Jack! She could have let him on that door. Anyway. What is your favorite thing about yourself? That's a very good question. I'm going to say it is my values and my beliefs and my mindset. Because I think my values now, my beliefs now, my mindset helps me to live a more peaceful life, really. So that's my answer for that one. What do you wish you knew more about? There's nothing in particular, but I will say that I think that we learn every single day. I think life is continually showing us things that we didn't know before. And I think if there are things that you want to learn about, then lean into that. And so when I have wanted to learn more about stuff, I usually would lean into it anyway. How does it feel knowing you have such a major impact in other people's lives? It's very humbling, and I know the great weight that it carries. And I'm forever grateful. So grateful. I always tell you guys, but I really genuinely am, and I don't think I will ever have the words to explain it, but I genuinely am. Not a question, but please shoot your shot with Gym Crush Bestie. I'm trying. I haven't seen him at all this week, guys, so couldn't give you an update there. Oh, proudest accomplishment in life. I think this might be the last question. We could always do a part 2 because I enjoyed this video, guys, but I'm going to say my proudest accomplishment in life. Oh, it's not traveling alone. It's not getting a dog. It's not moving to Sydney. Even though all of those things are really amazing things and I do think they're accomplishments that I am proud of, my proudest would have to be getting help when I needed it. And that is going to therapy, because therapy changed my life. And without it, 1, I don't know if I would still be here. And 2, I don't know if I would be doing what I do right now without it, because I definitely think it has shaped me and changed me in many ways forever, and has taught me like tools and ways to just live moving forward. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to say. But guys, oh wait, no, there's one more question. I'm going to leave it on this one. Do you want children when you're older? This always gets asked, and I'm like, can we stop asking women when they're going to have children? I'm going to say it's not a priority for me. I've never really had the urge, and maybe that might change down the track. I don't think I would want to be a single parent. I don't think I would want to have a baby by myself. So for me, it would depend on if I was with the right person and if I had felt like it, because I haven't had that in any of my past relationships. So yeah, I don't know. But yes, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. I am at the end of my lunch break now, so I need to go back to work. I will see you next in the weekly vlog. Thank you so much for all your support this week. I have seen all the nice comments, all the nice messages to like me and my family about everything that's going on. And I just thank you from the bottom of my heart. So I love you so much, and I'll see you on Sunday. Mwah. Big kisses. Bye.